Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. I got my molds in today. I did the 1 pound of molds that I chose from Shop Resin Molds. So these are a couple that I got. And we're going to do some of these too. I got a couple others too, but these are the ones I want to do today. Let me get this out of the bag. Okay. This is a Christmas countdown. And what you do, it's got its numbers around, which I will paint afterwards. And you have this, and it just kind of moves to the day. So you can move it. Now I'm using all paste today. So for my little star, I'm going to use the Just Resin Lemon Yellow. Never used it before. I just opened it up. So, and then for my box, I'm going to use lavender. I think I've used this one before. Yeah, it's open. We'll definitely have to mix. And then for this one, let's get this one open here. This is really cute as well. It's got little stars. It's a little trinket dish, and it's got little stars on it. And then we have a moon that will go right down in that little hole once it's completely cured. So the moon and the sun, or star, are going to be the yellow, lemon yellow. It's kind of bent just a little bit. And then the dish is going to be midnight blue. Now, I have used it before. I have mixed up 8 ounces of resin. I think this one's going to take about 3 ounces. And I think this one might take about 4. Ooh, there is a fly in here, you guys. I'm going to be a murderer here soon. So if you don't hear from me, it's because I killed this fly and got busted. But we're not getting along. I don't know how it got in here. It got in here just enough to drive me crazy is all it did. And just a little bit more. I don't think it'll take any more than this, and it very well may. But I don't think it will. Okay, there's 3 ounces for that. Now I'm going to do just a little tiny bit, and we'll put all this in the vacuum chamber. I think that's enough for the... Oh! I hate flies. They're such nasty, disgusting things. I think that'll be enough for that as well. Now, well, I don't need that cup, do I? I can mix that right in there. Let's get this stick cleaned off. That leaves me 5 ounces to do up this tray. So I'm hoping it takes 5. I figure about 4 or 5 should fill that up. Okay. Okay, maybe I haven't used it before. There's the paper. I always take the papers off if I open them. Okay. I don't want the yellow. All right, now you can see how this one's really separated because it's just been sitting over there. So I'm just going to slowly kind of try to get this to mix without spilling that. I love Just Resin colors. They are so pretty. I think they have a sale going on right now for pre-Black Friday or Black Friday. I know I ordered some more stuff from them. They had a VIP sale going, and you got 1 liter of their resin and a pigment paste with every order, and a liter of resin for every 200, I think, Australian money. What I don't know what they call their money there. 200 Australian dollars or whatever they call them. You got a liter of resin, up to 10 liters. So I spent 130 US dollars, which is equal to 200 Australian in conversion. And I got a free liter of resin coming. And I got a free paste along with all the other things that I ordered. And they were still even like 10% off or something. But I think right now they've got a sale of maybe 15% off on their pastes. And they're not very expensive anyway. So right now you can get these for about $7 or $8 a jar. And I think these are 50-gram jars. They do a flat rate shipping because they are from Australia. So I think it's like $38 or something flat rate shipping, no matter how much you buy from them. But I love their colors. They have more pigment paste than any place I've ever seen. And they have always got their stuff on sale. Like always. They're great quality. Okay. Let's see. I want to make sure I get enough. Okay, we're going to use that right there. And hopefully this lavender, hopefully that's enough. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Y'all see the fly? I'll cover this stuff over so he doesn't get in it. Even though I'd like to trap him. I don't want to mess my stuff up. How long do flies live? Just a couple of days? I think they're such nasty little insects. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. I think that's good. Make sure I don't have any. Yeah, mixed up very well. Okay. I'm going to clean this off. That way we can get that into the vacuum pot. Guys, let me tell you, I've had a day. I'm making some molds to post on eBay. Just a couple. I'm only going to have like 3 different molds. Just to see how they do. And I went to pick it up out of my vacuum chamber, the silicone, and I dropped it. So, yeah, it was kind of a mess. I couldn't help it but to give a historical Joker laugh. Oh, that fly. Because I've had a day. I just had to clean it up, finish doing what I was doing, and go take a break. I actually went and took a nap. Me and my little Punky. Punky is my little kitty. She's a little calico. I think people think she doesn't exist because nobody has ever seen her. She hides when somebody comes over. So you'll never know that I have her. She's just a baby. She's only 6 months old, but she's going to be a very, very small cat. Which I've got to have her spayed, but they're not taking appointments until the 1st. She was sick not too long ago. I had to take her to the vet, and she did so good. I was so proud of her because she's a little Satan all the time. But anyways, I've got her so spoiled. She thinks she's supposed to sleep on my neck all the time. That's her safe space. So she and I took a nap. Okay. There we go. Got that mixed up. I don't think I need much at all. Just going to scrape that completely off that side and just leave what's on that side. Because that should be all I need. And this is lemon yellow. They do make pigment powders as well, because I do have a lot of their pigment powders. If you can get it in a paste, you can get it in a powder. So if you like powders better, you can get the same color in a powder. I have some of that's in powders and pastes from them. I need a way that I can separate them and keep all of the brand together. I've got all my eye candy. My husband hates putting up shelves on my walls, which now I don't have no room left, I don't think. Well, I've got a little bit of room to put some shelves, but not much. But he hates putting them up. But he does it because I'm spoiled. I'll admit it. But I got all my eye candy ones on shelves together. And I didn't have enough shelves to put them all up, so I do have some of them in another area. But it helps me to see my colors because I haven't been using a lot of my colors because I couldn't, they're so stacked up that I couldn't see that I had them. Okay, I think that's good for that. And some of these are luster paste, so that means that they have that little shimmer and they're not a flat paste. That's another reason I like these. They'll have basic pastes and they have the luster pastes. All right, now a midnight blue. Isn't that pretty? Well, I could use the same stick. I don't need these, do I? I don't know why I do that. Habit, I guess. This one doesn't separate too bad. It's usually pretty good. Okay. There goes that fly. Oh! Okay. I'll scrape that off. And I'm just going to use that's left on the stick. They don't say if they're luster pastes in there or not. They do when you order them. This one's not. It doesn't have a shimmer to it. But you tell me, is that not a gorgeous color? Okay. Mix this up. Let me scrape my stick, get that color off. I don't want any chunks of paste down in there. That's going to keep my piece from curing in spots. So always scrape your stick if you use them to make sure that you do get it mixed up. Okay. Now, isn't that pretty? Okay, gorgeous. I'm going to get these in the vacuum chamber, guys, and then we're going to pour. Clean this off. I guess you could probably set a candle inside of this as well when it's done, and then move your little star around. All right, guys, let me get this in the vacuum chamber. We'll be back to pour in just a moment. All right, guys, since that's in the vacuum chamber, I think I'm going to take this pink bow because I really like it. And once this cures up, we'll put it on the center because it's a UV DTF sticker, and then we'll put some clear resin over top of it. I got all these off of Amazon. I'll link them in the description box. But these are just the cutest for Christmas. And it came with quite a few of them. It's duplicates of everything. But I really like this pink one. So I think we are going to use that when that cures up. Just to give it a little something something. Because, you know, kind of plain. And pink and purple will look really pretty together. So we're going to use that. But as soon as the resin's out of the vacuum chamber, we'll be back to pour. All right, guys, got everything out of the vacuum chamber. So let's pull these down here to where I can have them closer to me. And just a quick little spritz. Now, let's see if I can get these poured here. I think we'll have a little left, but that's okay. I do want to dome it if I can. Probably not too much, though. It's got to fit down in that little slot. I hate having to fall that down to fit in those areas. Now, get our little star here. There's that fly. Who's wanting to die? Okay, they're slightly done. Got a little left. Okay. I'm just going to little spritz here. Hopefully this, yeah, got 5 ounces. Hopefully I don't get bubbles down in there. And it goes right down in all those little crevices. Trying to let it just kind of flow along. The alcohol will help prevent bubbles down in all those. Hopefully this is enough to fill this whole mold. Okay, let's let that level out and hopefully go all the way around. Now, do a quick little spritz here. There's a hair. Got it. Isn't that a gorgeous color? I love that. Oh, wouldn't that be pretty marbled with like a white? Oh, and like a really light blue maybe. And I only have 3 ounces here because I don't think this will hold any more than that. I don't even know if it'll hold 3. It just seems like a small tray. But sometimes they surprise you. Don't have to worry about bubbles. Okay, there are 2 flies in here because one's on my arm and one's flying. Ooh. Oh, he's definitely domed. I'm going to have to be careful or he's going to overflow. Maybe take some of this out. Oops. And I caused it to overflow on my own. I did it myself. My own fault. Now, hopefully, that doesn't flow over. I'll definitely be trimming that side up, won't I? Because I have made a mess. You know what? Where's that little thingy? Let's try this. I think the spatula is just too much for this. So we can... There we go. Oh. Yeah, I gotta go get a fly trap. Okay. I get a little bit and then it just overflows in another area. Almost. Maybe. Oh my goodness, I'm going to kill it. As soon as I'm off of here, I'm going to be chasing that stupid thing. I think that'll keep it from overflowing. I'll have to trim it up, but it should keep it from overflowing. Now, let me wipe this off. I'm going to kill a fly. It has chose its death date to be today. Ooh! Oh my gosh! Why are they so irritating? Oh. Okay. Anyways, I probably should. Oh, that's starting to warm up. Well, that ain't gonna work. I need to put some more in it. I want to get down in all those little numbers. So I'm hoping that it'll get down in all the numbers and fill them up and I don't end up with holes in the numbers. I'm hoping the alcohol will help that. Y'all see him? Okay. Are we going to have an... Oh, he's on my elbow. Okay, 5 ounces for this little thing. I'm glad I mixed that extra ounce up. So I was only going to do 4. I'd have been short a little. Okay, let me just scrape this container here and try to get everything out. I need every little drop because he's not domed. He's full, he's just not domed. He could use just a smidgen more. Okay, now, got a little there. Let's see. I got these little molds in. This is an elephant. A blue elephant will be okay, right? Got these off of Amazon. They're a little expensive for no bigger than what they are. But I wanted to try them and see how they might look. Okay. And this is said it was an elephant. Okay. I don't know how hard this is going to be to demold, or if it's going to get bubbles, or if I'm going to have pieces missing. I have no clue. So let's just put the alcohol down in there. Okay. Hopefully we don't bubble. But a blue elephant will be okay, I think. All right. There's that. And then the other one I got is an owl. So we'll do him in the yellow. And I think I got the axolotl coming as well. Okay, this is an owl. I don't have too many colors on that. That will definitely mix with the yellow. Let's get that off. There we go. And we're going to squeeze this one around as well. Okay. They just take a little tiny bit of resin. I mean, hardly any. They're so small. Okay. There's our owl. Now, we've got a little bit left. marble up a turtle. This is an resin mold. You can see I use it a lot. I need to clean it up. And I do have 20% off of resin. The discount code is in the description, as always. Any video, you should be able to find that. You can use it as many times as you like, over and over, even on their sale prices. I wonder if they're going to have a Black Friday. I don't think they do. Their molds are always, a lot of them's on sale all the time anyways, and then you get that 20% discount code that you can use. So, all right, let's do this. Put a little yellow in the star. We're going to pour in some blue. This is probably going to turn green. But that's okay. Then we're going to dump in the yellow. Maybe we can get a pretty color. So now green is my favorite color. Green and yellow. Love green and yellow. I love all colors, but green and yellow is my favorite. Okay. And we'll finish filling him up with the blue. All right, there's that. Come on, blue. Get up in that leg. Those legs. This resin really doesn't move a whole lot when it's curing. Kind of everything stays where it's at. Okay, I've got just a little bit left, so we're going to pull out. Where's he at? Here we go. I am almost full on my puzzle. So we're just going to dump this here and maybe over here in a corner. There's not going to be enough, I don't think, to cover the whole piece. So we're just going to dump it and hope that you'll see some of it in the corners. Now, I know I spritzed just a drop of alcohol in there because it's going to help me get the rest of this out. It's all going to come out anyways in this piece. And it's all going to dissipate. So it shouldn't affect anything. I know people's probably screaming, don't do that. But I promise it'll be okay. This resin's just getting thick and it helps it to come out. Okay, there we go. Now I can throw those in the bin and wash that up. And let's see if we can get this resin to at least cover the bottom. You can see how thick this side here is. I just stuck that in the corner. Y'all seen me. Let's take this and see if we can kind of just spread it to the corner. The white is not completely cured. It's still a little tacky, so that may push. Okay. All right, guys, we'll let that cure up and move on to our next. We'll let all this cure up. I'm going to clean up. We'll come back for a demold and finish up some of these pieces. Paint these stars up. Put our little UVDTF sticker in there, and we'll be good to go. So I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, so everything has cured up. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix up some resin real quick for when we demold this. And want to put our UV DTF sticker. But I'm going to use my Gold Super Sparkle from Color Passion. This is just like the crushed crystal, except it's gold. Oh, a little tiny bit goes a long way. Love this stuff. I just want a little, it's probably enough, but y'all know I overdo it. I only have an ounce, so there we go. This stuff flies away. It's so light that it'll float through your resin. It won't sink. Okay. But just wanted to show you all that I was putting that in there. Just a little bit of gold shimmer since we've got the star that's going to be going around it. Okay. You can see I've dusted it everywhere. Try to get it off my stick as well. Okay, and the more you stir this, the more it breaks down. Alright guys, there we go. We'll get this in the vacuum chamber. Well, this is only an ounce of resin. It's not even quite an ounce. It's 11 gram of part B and 12 gram of part A. So it's right under an ounce of resin. But I think that's all I need to top coat that sticker. Usually you don't even need that much. And you don't have to mix this for 3 minutes when you got that small amount either. Just a... Okay. We'll get that in the vacuum chamber. Well, I don't even need to put it in the vacuum chamber because we're going to... it'll be so thin we can use heat. Let me clean me off. I don't want resin on my stuff. As I'm demolding it, spots, then they cure up and they look horrible. Okay, just a little spritz of alcohol. All right, let's get to demolding. Turtle first. Okay, he came out different, kind of cute. A little overage I'm going to have to clean up. Not too bad. All right. Now, this is the elephant. He's so little. Look at this. Is that not the cutest little thing? I'll paint him up, do something with him. And the owl. Isn't that adorable? They're so cute. Paint him up as well. All right, now this is our sun, moon, or star moon tray. There's no suns on this. It's a little bendy steel. Okay, the mold is not that great. I'll paint all of these up with a marker. And I'll put my little sun in there and we'll top coat that as well. I'm going to have to clean that one up. Where's my scalpel? Craft knife, whatever you want to call it, guys. It's up to you. I gotta scrape all that off. Just little thin pieces. You could probably pick it off with your fingers. I just don't want to rip it. Okay, and then that will set right down in there, and we'll cover it with a clear layer as well. I think he could have been domed. He's a little too skinny. I'll probably glue him down first with some E7000 glue. Let's go ahead and get our star here. Okay, that turned out really well. Now, our countdown, and I've got to paint up the numbers. Let's see how we've done on the numbers. Oh, they actually look really well so far. I don't see a bubble. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. There's that. It kind of looks like a crown, doesn't it? Okay, guys. Now, our sticker. I love this sticker. I think it's very, very pretty. You get a one shot and done kind of thing. So, wherever it goes when you first put this sucker down, that's where it's going. There we go. No bubbles. Awesome. It's always great when you don't get bubbles. Now the hard part, getting the outer layer off. And you got to be careful that you don't mess up your sticker. So, a little sloth here. See if I can... Uh-oh. You won't be able to see those little areas once I cover it with resin, I don't think. I'm pressing the resin in. Yeah, it's kind of popping back out though. I just need to get this started. I should have held on to it. I think it's so much easier if you just hold on to a corner. That way you can just pull it. Because trying to get this started can be a bit rough. Okay, I think I got it. Now I've just got to try to pull this off without pulling my sticker off. It's actually coming off better than I thought it would. Good deal. Woohoo! We got it. Okay. Very, very pretty. No bubbles under that sticker. Nope. So he went on very well. Okay. Get this resin in here. Like I said, you just need the very thin layer. I'm going to take some heat to this as well and pop all those little micro bubbles. Get the whole thing covered. I find it's easier if you just roll it around. One little spot there. Can I get him to close over? When we blow the heat around it, it will. Let's get our heat gun. Turn your volume down if you don't like the noise, guys. There we go. Just takes a second. Oh, did it make my... There we go. Was my resin already crackled like that? I don't remember seeing it crackled. Okay. Anyways, that's that. Now, let's see. A yellow pen here. See if we can get these stars painted in. And we won't have to spray seal them because we're going to cover this with resin as well. They're not going to look the greatest, but I've got to do a little cleanup there. I went over. There's something in that star I've got to try to get out. I don't know what that is. There we go. I'm hoping we have enough resin left to pour this one as well. I can't say that we will. Okay. And I am not the greatest at painting these suckers up. And I just hit the side there. Definitely some cleanup, right? Just push the marker up in the corners. Takes longer than I thought it would. I thought this would just take a second, but it's taking a little bit of time. These would have been pretty in different colors as well, wouldn't they? Different color stars. Almost. That's a big star. I'm just hoping I can get that moon to stand. Because if he doesn't want to stand, I'm going to have an issue. Could let the resin thicken up and cure some and then stick him in there if we have to. And hopefully that might work. If we can't get him to stay. All right. A few more stars. Almost. Last star. All right. Now, get us a Q-tip here. Spritz with a little alcohol. See if I can get off a couple of spots here. I think it's just kind of smudging. Okay, I think that's the major parts. So, okay. Now, I don't know if this is going to work because I'm going to try to pour the resin. I think I've got enough to cover it. After I put this glue on there, and this glue will not be dry. I don't know if it'll affect it or what's going to happen, but we'll see. Just going to hold it for a second. Oh no. I need more in this one. I've got a hole. So maybe we won't have extra to top coat this one at the moment. Yeah, I don't think we will, guys. So we'll let that glue up and then I'll top coat it. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. That's just a little tiny bit. So let's do, I think I've got enough for an elephant. Let's take this peacock from Octopus Fluids. It's a resin ink. I'm just going to put 3 drops in there. It's going to be a lot for this. And then I'm going to just pour this in there. Let me squeeze that around. That'll help mix that ink up. Okay. And we'll see if this resin moves very much. Now, I don't know if I have enough for the owl, but we're going to try it. And we are going to use Enoki resin ink. So let me shake this up. Usually I don't shake them with the lid on because they have a tendency to shake up inside of the lid. And then you open it and it goes everywhere. Yeah, my little moon's turning sideways on me. I'm trying to set him back up right. I put 4 little drops down in there. I'm going to have to do something with this moon. He's not sitting upright. Let's try that. Okay, little owl. I think we've got enough to fill him up as well. He's so small. That moon is just going to keep turning over, I think. Okay, squish the owl around. Now, there we go. He's full. Done with that. Yeah, I don't know if that moon's going to sit straight. Definitely dome him is all I can say. Dome him, dome him. All right, guys, I'm just going to let everything cure up. After it's cured, I'm going to put a top coat, just like I did on this one. I'm going to put the glitter and all. We'll come back for the top coat and to demold these. So I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, so I did go ahead and top coat this. I didn't do it on video. I just put, I think it was, what was it? 10 milliliters of resin in there was plenty. It didn't hardly take any, or half of an ounce, maybe 15. And I just top coated that. And that's all I did to that. And it held my moon in place. With this one, the top coat sealed. And you can tell by looking at it that I've already sprayed sealed everything. I just took some gold paint pen, painted all my numbers up. And then this little star will move along as you count your days down, whether it be birthday, Christmas, whatever. It does go all the way up to 31, so you can count the whole month down. But I thought that was really cute. And that will just sit right there. Okay, now my little elephant, painted his little face, spray sealed him, and painted the little face on the owl and spray sealed that as well. Gave him a little turtle, painted his face and spray sealed him. Now we're going to demold this little owl and elephant. And we're going to do the same thing. Isn't he cute? Oh, and he's completely flat on the bottom. Turned out awesome. I probably should shake these markers. Probably a better idea to do it before I open them. Okay. Then we're just going to take these and paint the inside of this little ear. And this one as well. If you had small enough rhinestones, like little itty bitty teeny tiny ones, you could give it some earrings. That would be cute. And we're going to do some light green eyes. Since I did blue on the other two, these two are going to, well, my little turtle has green eyes. This is like a green yellow. And isn't he cute? Okay. Now my little owl. You're not going to be able to see his little eyes if I paint them white. Let's get his little beak. Yeah. I need to shake it. Okay. Let's see if this will work now. Nope. I should have shook it first. Let's do another orange. That one just kind of seems like every time I try to use that orange, it just bubbles up. Yeah, this one's doing much better to paint. And it's kind of hard to see these little tiny ones. Does anybody else kind of, you look over your glasses? Okay, what we're going to do is use the black. And I'm going to outline around his eyes in black. He's going to look like he's had an argument with somebody, isn't he? These are the cutest little molds. Okay. There we go. And now, hopefully, if I can hold on to him, I can draw him some little green centers. There we go. He doesn't really have much of a spot for eyes, but I got some black on him I'm going to have to get off. All right, let's see. Get me a Q-tip here. Look, I got me a little spritzer bottle from the Dollar Tree for my alcohol. And there he is, and we'll spray seal him as well. But that's it, guys. I will post some photos of everything, and then I'll see you guys back for the next video. So, bye for now.